Infamous killer Henry Stubbs is dead. He was convicted in the brutal murders of a young mother and her 6-year-old daughter in Wilkes-Barre in 2001. The I-Team's Andy Mahalchik reported on the murders 24 years ago, a crime that still haunts many in the community. He joins us now live in the studio with what he's learned about Stubbs' death and reaction to it. Andy.
Well, good afternoon, Ken. As the 60-year-old Stubbs was found unresponsive in his cell at SCI Huntington. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. The state police are investigating that death. He was serving 2 consecutive life terms for a crime that many people in our community say they will never forget because of its sheer brutality. Anything to do with the murders on Stark Street? What you want to talk to him about?
No.
Henry Stubbs had nothing to say as he was brought to court. He had just been arrested for the murders of 33-year-old Elena Herring and her 6-year-old daughter, Victoria Ivanova, in their Stark Street home in South Wilkes-Barre in December of 2001. Herring was raped and strangled. Her daughter was hung in the basement with an electrical cord. I spoke with neighbor Gary Muchler back in 2001.
It's still sad. You still watch where your kids are going.
Muchler says today he often thinks about the murders.
That was very horrendous. That was one that we couldn't believe. That was like one of the early ones, and something like that never happened around here.
Current Wilkes-Barre Police Chief Joe Coffey, seen here on the front porch of the Stark Street home in 2001, says the murders still haunt him.
I think the most shocking part was finding the young girl in the basement and the condition she was in. To me, it was very shocking. It was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my career. And at that time, I had a young daughter also, so it kind of hit me personally.
Now retired Wilkes-Barre detective Bob Zavada, seen here escorting Stubbs to court, says Stubbs was pure evil.
I maintain my innocence.
I won't give Stubbs any credit or notoriety because in the end, he was not that intriguing. He was just a brutal street thug, and he made mistakes, and he left us a trail of clues.
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything.
I interviewed Stubbs by phone from the prison several days after he was arrested. He denied committing the murders.
I didn't have no reason, no motive, no reason. It's nothing that I could have gained. I had no reason.
Luzerne County District Attorney Sam Sagaldochi was hired in 2002 as an assistant DA to help prosecute Stubbs.
This is one of those cases where I think many people who are on the fence about the death penalty could see why we pursued it.
Now, the jury voted 11-1 to impose a death penalty, but the vote has to be unanimous, so Stubbs was sentenced to 2 life sentences. The state police again are investigating his death. Ken, back to you.